Hello guys, welcome to a new video. This is going to be a very short video. It's a simple strategy that I use all the time. It basically takes like 5 minutes of your time every day to analyze the charts and trade. It's called the three moving moving average strategy. I'm pretty sure most of you would be using indicators like a moving average, an oscillator tool, or different indicators. Today we'll be using three moving averages. It's a very simple strategy. Let's get straight to it. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take three moving averages. We'll just type in a moving average, exponential. We'll take three of them. But since TradingView isn't allowing us to take three indicators at a time, we'll take it one by one. So the first one's input would be a 50 exponential moving average with your source at close. And since it doesn't let you use more than two indicators at a time, just see, we'll take it twice. On the third time they'll ask you to subscribe. So people who can't subscribe, just delete one moving average and choose this indicator, the MA cross indicator. You'll get two indicators at a time. It doesn't, it shows a small difference for the values, but it's fine. You could still change the values to 1. The short MA should be 80 and the long one should be 100. So you look at the styles, you could see the short MA is the mustard color and the long MA is the green one. You could turn off this one called the cross. Just type in OK. So these are our three moving averages. So the strategy is very simple. Just zoom out. Let's just go back. Let's start from a random place. Yeah, we'll go back. Oh shit, that's all as much as we could go. That's fine. We'll just check it from here. The strategy is you want your moving averages to cross. This is the Euro USD chart and this is the 4-hour chart. You want your moving averages to cross. Right here you could see the moving average has crossed to the upside. You analyze the trend, you see the moving average has crossed to the upside. So what you do is, once you get a momentum break, you enter on the retracement on the moving average. You could enter right over here. You'll get a few pips. The chart goes up, you could enter here. You could have entered here. Either way here, and the moving average has come down, but it hasn't crossed yet. So you wait. After price has moved down, you take your entry on the retracement right over here. You get another entry to the sell side right over here. That's another sell that you could have caught on the retracement. And the moving average crosses right over here again to the top side. You'll get another entry right over here. That's another entry. And you have the moving average crossing right over here again. It did come over here. You could have taken a sell over it, but it didn't touch, so you would avoid it. The moving average has crossed again with momentum. It has flown to the upside, and you look for an entry on the retracement. You would have gotten a trade over here. You could have taken an entry right over here. Make sure the closings are above the moving average or below the average, wherever you would be looking for the entry. You want to see a good rejection before entering. Like, since the crossover has closed over here, you want to be taking your entries right over here, because this is where you can see the rejection. And again over here you see the moving average crossing to the buy side. You'll take an entry right over here. Sorry, you gotta take an entry over here. all these places you could have taken entries because the overall trend is to the upside. You wouldn't want to trade on this area right here. You wouldn't want to trade because this is like a consolidation area. You could see a lot of movement on the side. You wouldn't want to trade these markets as well as these areas as well. These are all consolidation areas. I wouldn't recommend you trade on these places because look how many times it has gone to sideways. It's gone up, down, no proper direction. I wouldn't recommend you to trade these markets. I would recommend you trade more like these markets where there is momentum, where price is flying. You could have taken another entry to the buy side right over here, and here you've seen the market move to the downside because it has crossed again. So that's a sell over here. After price, the moving average has crossed and retraced, you take a sell right over here. Again, you could have taken a retracement over here. Then the price moves to the buy side. You could have taken a buy over here. A retracement after the cross. Price came back, another buy. Price has crossed again. These are all retracements. 1, 2, 3, 4. So many entries you have to the buy side. Which trades you have? One. You could have one. Another one over here. 2 entries. Look at how many entries you're getting. So many entries. These are the markets that I would recommend you trade. That's gradually going to the upside. The market is gradually going to the upside. These markets are the type of markets I would recommend you stick to, where there is movement. See the gradual movement to the upside, how all 3 moving averages are perpendicular, I mean parallel to each other. It's going to the buy side. These are the types of market that I would recommend you trade, not these choppy markets. Sorry, not these choppy markets that's going to the side, or this one, or this one. These are all consolidation areas. I wouldn't recommend you trade these markets. What you could do is you could add like a volume tool. You could check volume before entering trades. You could check order flow. You could use different tools. This is just a basic strategy that I'm showing you. I could show you more advanced strategies. I generally don't just use this strategy to trade. What I do is I use these tools to just analyze the trend of the market. This alone, I don't use it. I use confirmations. I use different tools I have that we have designed ourselves. I use this to analyze the market's trend and direction. I even use hedging positions to get out of really bad trades. What I and another thing that I want you guys to remember is after the crossover is done, I would recommend not entering twice. Once there's a crossover, you only enter one time. Doesn't matter if you get 3, 4, 5, 6 entries. After the crossover crosses once, I would suggest you take an entry and let it swing. Just take a swing trade. I mainly focus on swing trades. I don't scalp at all. I prefer taking swing trades. Just treat every entry like a swing trade. Use every entry as a swing trade instead of scalp. You could scalp as well. These markets, whenever it traces to the moving average, just take a quick scalp. But I prefer treating every trade as a swing trade. I'll take an entry and I'll just hold it, because entering a trade is the easy part. Holding it is the tough part. The psychology comes only if you learn how to swing. See over here, you could see the crossover. You enter once, you take your profits. or you hold it at a swing, done. I wouldn't recommend you entering a second time. Just forget it. Let it cross again. It crossed again. You take an entry right over here or over here, and you leave it. You let it swing. All these entries, I would have left it. I wouldn't bother taking it. Instead, I would go to another currency to check if I get the same shit. Like if I take one entry on Euro USD, I would look for another pair. Let's say you look at gold. The same stuff happens on gold. See the crossover, a retracement and entry. I would hold it all the way till here. I got the sell now. I wouldn't trade again. I would wait. I wanted to cross it again. Let's see over here. You got the crossover. You wait for the sell. You sell over here. Take an entry. You take your TP and you wait. It crossed again. You wait. You wait for the retracement. You take the entry. That's a win. Or you take an entry. That's a win. Now wait again. Same stuff. You get a crossover with momentum. You wait. You'll take the entry on the retracement. You take a TP and you leave it. That's what. That's how I usually trade this strategy. This is just to analyze. The higher the time frame, the better. That's all, folks, for today's video. I hope you like the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more easy strategies. As we go forward, I'll show you more complicated and advanced strategies. Let's, for the moment, stick to the easy ones. That's all. Thank you, guys.